What you're about to see is pure chess history. This is the game that decided the 2016 World Championship between Magnus Carlsen and Sergey Karjakin. After 12 classical games, the match was tied, so the title came down to the rapid tiebreaks. Carlsen was ahead, which meant Karjakin had no choice but to win. And then came the move, a move that will leave you absolutely shocked. Let's jump right in. Carlsen with white, Karjakin with black. The game begins with e4, c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, f3. A smart decision when you only need a draw. Karjakin is forced to go out guns blazing. e5, knight b3, bishop e7, c4, pawn to a5. Black intends to disrupt white's queenside, but it comes at a legitimate cost. The b5 square is a permanent weakness. A quick note, make sure to hit that like button and drop a comment. It really helps the channel, because the algorithm will then show these videos to even more people. Thanks a ton for your support. Alright, the game continues with bishop e3, pawn to a4, knight c1, castle kingside, knight c3, queen a5, queen d2, defending against the threat of a3, knight a6, bishop e2, knight c5, castle kingside, bishop d7, rook b1. A good choice by Carlsen, which provides the additional opportunity of pushing b4. Rook fc8, b4, pawn takes b3, pawn takes b3, queen d8, knight d3, knight e6, knight b4. Lovely knight dancing by Carlsen. The d5 square is begging to be invaded. Bishop c6, rook fd1, h5. Uncharacteristically aggressive plan by Karjakin, but desperate times call of desperate measures. The move is not absurd, but white is much better here. Bishop f1, h4. With a win required from Karjakin, he bravely marches on. Queen f2, targeting the h4 pawn while preparing bishop b6. Knight d7, g3. The bishop previously was a dud on f1, and now it breathes new life. Karjakin, head in hands, is fully aware of his position's shortcomings. Rook a3, bishop h3, rook ca8. Normally doubling rooks on an open file is a great decision. Here, however, the more advanced rook gets it. Knight c2, rook 3a6, knight b4, rook a5, knight c2. Carlsen maintained an advantage with a large number of moves, but this is intelligent decision-making. Now b4 is a deadly threat. The bishop on c6 has no room to breathe. b6, creating a retreating square, but not coming close to solving Karjakin's many problems. Now the knight should journey back to b4 and then finally hop to d5. Rook d2, queen c7, rook bd1, bishop f8. Karjakin now has under 2 minutes left, while Carlsen enters his move with 10. G takes h4. This is a free pawn. With the g-file open, white is also soon launching an attack. Knight f4. Bishop takes f4. E takes f4. Black hopes to get counterplay on the dark squares, but Carlsen has everything under control. Bishop takes d7. Queen takes d7. Knight b4. This move demonstrates a major advantage of having 2 knights over 2 bishops. White only 1 bishop is capable of covering the d5 square. Both knights have their sights set on this important center square. Rook a3. Knight takes c6. Queen takes c6. Knight b5. Rook takes b3. An exchange sacrifice, but it is a dubious move. Carlsen plays knight d4 with a fork. Queen takes c4. Knight takes b3. Queen takes b3. Karjakin has no chance to play for a win if not for this exchange sacrifice. A bishop and a pawn is good compensation for a rook, particularly when the enemy king is exposed. That being said, Carlsen still is ahead. Queen e2, bishop e7, king g2, queen e6. In case of bishop takes h4, then queen d3 forces the exchange of queens, after which the endgame is significantly better, if not winning for white. Let's get back to the game. As I said, Queen e6 was played by Karjakin. Carlsen h5. Rook a3. Rook d3. Rook a2. Rook 3d2. Rook a3. Rook d3. The standoff now ends. Karjakin is forced into passivity because he can't accept a draw. In any other game, he'd be groveling for half a point. Rook a7. Rook d5. Rook c7. Queen d2. Queen f6. Rook f5. Queen h4. Rook c1. Rook a7. Queen takes f4. Carlsen recaptures the pawn, and black is left with absolutely no counterplay in sight. Just imagine the frustration and the torment Karjakin must have felt. The clock is ticking against him, and the position offers not even a glimmer of hope. What followed, no matter how frantic the time scramble appeared, was nothing less than a slow and painful agony for the challenger to the World Championship. The game continues with Rook a2 check, King h1, Queen f2. A desperate move. Preferable was Queen takes f4. One way or another, Karjakin's situation is absolutely critical here. And let's not forget, he's racing against the clock. Under that kind of pressure, it's only natural for mistakes like this to happen, because in the heat of time trouble, any human being can collapse. The only ones that never collapse in such a scenario are the chess engines, Stockfish, Leela Chess Zero, and the rest. Let's return to the real game. As I mentioned, Queen f2 was played by Karjakin. A huge mistake. Carlsen Rook c8 check. The winning shot. King h7, and now Queen h6 check. What an amazing way to cap off a world title defense. Sacrificing the queen for one of the most beautiful checkmates you've ever seen. And here Karjakin resigns. Now if king takes h6, then rook h8, checkmate. And if g takes h6, then rook takes f7, checkmate. What an unbelievable way for Magnus Carlsen to defend his world championship crown. He played this game with nerves of steel, showing the heart of a true champion. Karjakin went for the Sicilian defense, the only Sicilian of the entire match. Carlsen answered with calm, risk-free play, refusing to give Karjakin any weaknesses to exploit. It was a brilliant strategy, because Karjakin had to win to keep his hopes alive. In the end, Carlsen's patience and precision forced Karjakin to push too hard, and when the blunder came, Magnus struck with deadly accuracy. And just like that, Carlsen sealed the 2016 World Chess Championship in spectacular fashion. I hope you enjoyed this game and the analysis. Smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing chess content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp.